Hey everyone, Miacity here, continuing off on our 4th episode on our Let's Play of Battletech. Today we are actually doing more of the story because on our last episode we unlocked was what looked like someone contacting us with a mission of what might get us out of what was an unknown amount of debt. And might be more travel options and mission options, so we might have to go do this quick to be able to go get more missions and ultimately unlock more stuff to do. So that's where we are starting out, and that's why you are seeing this lady on the screen. I clicked the mission to actually go meet them, thinking it was gonna make me go travel somewhere, and no, this just kind of popped up on the screen. So that's where we're at. Anna Maria Centriella, I think is how you pronounce that. Mr. Oliveria, thank you for honoring my request to meet. I am Anna Maria Centriella. You have heard of my family, I am sure. Lady Centriella, this is a surprise. I wouldn't expect a member of the Canopian royal family to even know who we are, let alone approach us in such a non-traditional manner. This isn't a traditional contract, and I don't need Comstar asking questions. I'm guessing this is, people on that board they were talking about? Besides, there is no reason to involve Mercenary Review Board. I already know that I want to hire you. Have I piqued your interest, Commander Turner? My interest? Sure. I need to hear details before I'm willing to commit to anything. Of course, Commander Turner. I'd expect nothing less. The job I have for you is relatively simple. I need you to recover something, and I need it done quietly. In exchange for your services, I will pay down the interest on your rather sizable loans and buy you breathing room you've been looking for. A fair deal, wouldn't you say? How do you know about... You know what? It doesn't matter. Just tell us about what we're supposed to be recovering. This. Lady Centriella's image is replaced by the screen by a grainy photograph of an enormous grounded dropship. Ramshackle structures cling to it like barnacles. She's a derelict vessel, an Argo, one of only 2 vessels ever made. For over 200 years, she's been laying in a state on Axylus, a pirate moon in the heart of the frontier. I want her, and you are going to bring her to me. Yeah, and how exactly are we going to do that? I mean, she's a big ship. She looks half cannibalized for parts. Look, you can see her ribs in the photo. I'm as enthusiastic about money as the next guy, but I'm a mech tech, not an aerospace engineer. Relax, Mr. Veritan. Viranin? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm sorry, guys. I have an engineering staff on hand to attend the Argo. Jesus, woman. Their leader, Dr. Farah Murad, a lot of stuff I can't pronounce today, has built quite a reputation for herself in the frontier. You'll find a jump ship waiting for you at Alloway. It will carry you to the pirate moon, where you'll clear a path to the crash site. Dr. Murad and her team will go to work on the derelict, and you will protect them until the work is done. That should be all within your capabilities, Commander Turner. Unless I've come to the wrong company, of course. I'm no stranger to protecting non-combatants. This job is well within our wheelhouse. Then I can see no reason why you shouldn't accept my offer. Do the job well enough, and there will be more work waiting for you upon your return. Mr. Oliveria will never find you a better opportunity than the one I'm offering, Commander Turner. I can promise you that. She isn't wrong, Carlton. We were looking for a lifeline, and I think this is as close to one as we're gonna get. I'm kinda with this option here. This feels too good to be true, but I don't see what choice we've got. Well, there's always a choice. In this case, we could take the job, or we could accept the life of desperate poverty. So I guess that means we're in. Very good. I'll forward your contract to Mr. Oliveria. Your reputation is well known within the Magistry, Commander Turner. I hope you live up to it. The contract is... or the derelict recovery job is ready for review in the command center. We should follow up when we think we're ready. So, do I just... yeah, okay. That is a lot of money. So, since this is a jump up in the difficulty, we're gonna see what happens here. I'm expecting something bad is gonna happen. But yeah, we're gonna go for this right away. I haven't found any mention of Axylus on our star map, Commander. It appears to be a completely uncharted system. It makes me wonder how Lady Centrella knows where to find it, but that isn't my place to ask.
By your command.
So, a few notes about what I did between videos. I upgraded the main character's gunnery, so that gives him a plus 2.5% chance to hit with guns, for the most part. I upgraded Decker to get the sure-footing skill, and it also gives him a plus 2.5% chance to hit with melee attacks. Okay, extension. Banging noises draw you to the shared Mechwarrior barracks, where you find Decker disassembling one of the leopard's interior walls. There are already several panels neatly stacked beside him. He pauses, then explains. There's a few cubic meters of dead space back here. I'm making room so we could stretch without hitting the bunks. As reasonable as this sounds, the banks aren't gonna like you modifying their property. I can order him to put the wall back where it was, I can pay the fine, and since he doesn't have the thing that he, needs, I can't choose the third option, because sometimes people need a special quirk to make a third one. But, you know what? I'm just gonna pay that fine. You look Decker in the eye. You know how the chain of command works. You have to clear changes like this before you can start. He shrugs. Well, can I? You look over Decker's work. It's clearly done with no hazards. Take a break until I make a decision. During a chat with Darius, you compare the cost of the fines to the benefit of the Mechwarriors, and decide it's worth it. You lose 20,000 credits. Morale increases by 1. You start with like 1,000,000 credits, and plus everything I got during those missions, so that wasn't too big of a deal. And then the other things were, I switched out some of the blackjack weapons, so I took off both of the AC2 autocannons and put on a single AC5 autocannon. So for almost the same damage, like if both of the AC2s hits, it would do 5 damage more. It cuts off 2 weight and lets me sink more heat for heat sinks, so I can fire the lasers more. It also has a less of a minimum range, so I can fire it more easily, which is nice. Alright, we're at Alloway. We're at our... So let's proceed with this. Commander, I'm setting course for Lady Centriella's jump ship. Strange though, this moon is taking us to Axylus doesn't appear on any of my maps. Which, remember, she's a navigator. Which leads me to wonder, where exactly are we going, and how do they intend to get us there? Several hours later in uncharted space. That was one hell of a rough ride. My stomach is still doing somersaults. That's because they used a pirate point to get us there. If we've suffered a misjump, a sour stomach would have been the least of your concerns. The leopard could have gotten irreparably mangled. Hell, we could have been irreparably mangled. Cautionary holovids they showed us at the Academy were stuff of nightmares. When exactly did you realize that Centriella's jump ship was planning on doing? As we were planning our approach to the dock with the jump ship, it was out of position to use any legitimate jump point. Putting 2 and 2 together, I could guess at what they were doing. The next time this happens, you tell me about it before we jump. I'd rather eat a bullet than go out the way my parents did. Yes, Commander. Sorry. Of course. but we couldn't afford to turn down this job. I thought that, given the situation, ignorance was bliss. We'll talk about this later, Meyer, but for now, what's done is done. We're here, and there's money to be made. Let's focus on the task at hand. The Argo's crash site is here, smack dab in the middle of a pirate stronghold. The ship, the stronghold, and everything around it belong to a self-styled bandit queen called Grim Sybil. That's a bit of a name. Her gang is the closest thing that Axylus has to a ruling council. Grim Sybil? Is that supposed to be scary? Sounds like the kind of name you'd choose out of a hat. What do their defenses look like? They're patchy at best. I don't think that Axylus gets a lot of visitors. They have strong anti-air cover, but little in the way of ground-based defenses. I'm seeing a lot of vehicles, but battle mech activity looks light. Define light battle mech activity. What are we talking about exactly? I can't put an exact number on it. All I have are surface scans. But from the data I do have, expect the pirates to be able to field a full lance of light battle mechs. All of them in poor repair. There are mixed reports of something bigger that'll be Grim Sybil's mech. I don't have any information on tonnage or armament, but given the shape everything else is on Axylus, I imagine it's being held together with chewing gum and baling wire. So the pirates have vehicles and turrets, maybe a few battle mechs. Gotta keep going. The entire structure is surrounded by radar-guided anti-aircraft guns. Interesting. Your first task will be to take down the radar tower so Sumire can approach the derelict. After you secured the crash site, she'll dock the Argo and drop off the engineering team. And then they'll miraculously get a 200-year-old wreck flying again. Lady Centrella has bet a massive stack of sea bills that they will. For what it's worth, I believe that her chief engineer can pull this off. I'd never heard of Dr. Farah Arad before Lady Centrella mentioned her, but I did some digging after our meeting. She was telling the truth. The dock has quite a reputation. Supposed to be some kind of frontier engineering wonderkind, and has a genius at bringing dead ships back to life. Well, good enough for me. Glad to hear it because it's gonna have to be. Now that we're here, we're kind of committed to seeing this job through. I'll leave it to you. Good hunting on the moon service. I'll be keeping an eye on you from up here. Alright, now we can get to things it looks like. Why did the difficulty spike up? Alright, whatever. Especially with that, then I'm gonna use our heaviest mechs. I use that, which by the way, I took off some of the jump jets and added more ammo. But that also being said, I don't want to be restricted on ammo, so I'm gonna still bring the Spider. And I'm gonna bring the best Mechwarrior, so I don't think I'm gonna change anything out.
Mechwarriors, prepare for combat. Interface initiated.
Welcome to Axylus, Commander. It's every bit as charming as you'd expect a pirate-occupied moon to be. You'll find Grim Sybil's radar stations just ahead. Defenses appear to be limited to turrets and ground vehicles for the time being, at least. We know that Grim Sybil has at least one lance of battle mechs, so be ready for anything. Be careful of the pirate turrets as you make your way into the base. They pack a nasty punch and can also sensor lock your mechs. Aim for the turret generator. That'll be the fastest way to neutralize the threat. After the pirate radar stations are down, you'll be clear to proceed to the Argo. Good hunting, Commander. Knock out the radar cover, crush any pirate resistance, and secure us that derelict. I really do like how much some of these different biomes look.
Heading out. On my way!
Like, you can even see little footprints and stuff here. I'm not gonna try not to get him too far away from these guys, just in case. Okay, that was a turret. And then the turret generator's right there.
Good to go. Copy that.
No one else saying this. Wake up, you idiots! We've got company!
I'm guessing that's Grim's sibling.
Giant battle mechs. We can't fight it.
Any more objections? Good. Get out there and fight!
Well, she seems like a lovely lady.
Confirmed.
Is that gonna be this? Alright.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna get
Commander.
these out of the way then.
Moving out.
Do I have a shot at this? I have a shot at this. That's gonna take some ammo. How much is the front armor on this? You know what? She's just gonna brace. Doing that because I'm not sure she can take out the tank in one shot. That bulldog there. And there's only 15 shots on her gun. And I have a feeling this is going to be a very protracted mission. But I am going to need to lay some hurt into this, come to think of it.
Engaging target.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Yeah, that's a straight line. It's not a straight line, it's an indirect shot, which case the PPC and stuff can't fire.
Got it.
Alright, there we go, turret's down.
Payday!
Which means I just have to worry about the vehicles. There's 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Okay. That one has missiles. I think the one over there had lasers, and that has a laser.
Commander?
Okay, that's both broadcasting tower things. Alright. If he moves enough, he won't be hit, hopefully. Is my thought, at least. We'll see if that
Firing a
rings
full
true.
throttle.
This one's gonna go.
Good to go. Copy
She
that.
can go. Yeah, she can take out the bulldog. So she has 14 on her main gun left.
One for the scrap heap.
He's only gonna be able to hit these, I think. So we're gonna brace that.
I hear ya.
She's only gonna be able to hit these two unless I LRM the galleon. Which I'm not gonna do, so we're gonna put a little hurt on this. This PPC has infinite ammo, thankfully. And we'll see if my theory is right about this. Yep, missile.
Damage is minor.
Let's get this done, folks.
Yes,
Alright.
Commander.
He can step on the striker.
Moving to position.
Alright.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Now the galleon goes. That's not horrible. can do one of two things, I'm hoping here. Alright. Turn off the AC5, and bang. Really?
Orders. Roger that.
No, maybe one more laser will do the job. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, one
Target
laser.
acquired.
Nope. That thing wants to stay up.
What can I do for you?
But we also have glitch here, so, I mean, whatever. Alright. So, A, B.
No problem. I've got enough guns for everyone.
That thing really wants to stay up.
What's up, boss?
Alright, clear shot from here. He should have 2 lasers that can fire into it. I've hit like every point. Wow.
Copy that.
Just trying to conserve ammo.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle eliminated.
What's up, boss?
So, just in case things hit the fan.
Engaging target.
I think this tower is down now.
Target building destroyed.
Good to go.
Alright.
Uh-huh.
And that's 5, so she can shoot that like
Tell
20
me what to
times.
Waiting for orders.
Medium laser can't hit that.
Waiting for orders. Moving out.
I think entry point's right there.
Locked on target.
Only a 70% chance to hit, really?
Waiting on you, Commander.
I'm gonna have her save the heat. $59. Yeah.
Engaging target.
That's done it, Commander. The AA guns are down for now. Get to the crash site and secure the area.
Moving to position.
Alright, let's see what's over here.
Move order received. Coordinates received.
Roger that.
I don't like that nothing's showing up on my radar.
Coordinates received. I read you, Commander. Moving out.
The second I step in here, it is. Alright, so you go there. You can probably snipe from there. You'll be fine
Roger.
there. Crash site is secure, Sumire. You've got a clear approach path to the derelict. 2 steps ahead of you, commanding officer. Watch yourself, Commander. I'm coming in hot. And there they are on the other side. Package is delivered, XO. I'm taking a Leopard to a safe distance before the pirates can get their guns running again. Roger that, Meyer. Dr. Murad, your team is clear to enter the derelict. I hear you, Mr. Oliveria. We're making our way inside now.
Alright, people, you know what to do. Marines, clear the ship of pirates.
With pleasure, Dr. Murad.
Murad. Okay, that's how you pronounce that. I wasn't too far off, I think.
Sensors have something.
Okay, so we have vehicle. We got him. We got him. Another one there.
Orders?
Actually, I'm gonna do this. Okay, a locust.
Standing by.
Let's see if I can take out galley. Probably shouldn't be using this, but galley down.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Oh, it tells me there's 7 enemies. That's nice.
Standing by.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, I'll take that chance. Alright. That's a lot of heat.
Roger that. Firing on target.
And it misses.
Receiving you.
Can I get a better shot down here? No. Okay. Sometimes this movement is wonky. Alright, so it's one or the other. I'll learn what this is. A Jenner and a Commando.
Engaging target.
Alright, and then...
Ready for orders.
I really don't want him out in the middle of nowhere.
Confirmed.
So, I'm gonna learn what this is and sensor lock it.
I've got a sensor lock.
Dr. Murad, the pirates have Alpha Squad pinned down in the Argo's main hallway. Bravo Squad is holding the door to engineering, but you better hurry up.
Sergeant? Talk to me.
I'm gonna reserve him again. Alright, that's not a horrible damage. And the Jenner's now not guarding. Almost nothing from that shot, which I like. Now everyone's available
Yes,
again.
Commander.
I need to go one back for a shot with the AC-5. Okay, that's that. Then we're gonna precision strike, locust, and see if we can't take it out.
Confirmed.
Nope. So shoot into the ground instead. That's my luck. This was a scorpion, if I remember right. We're gonna hold off on
What can
that
I do for you?
because she can go here. Yes.
I leap! I soar!
Oh, it's not how I thought that was gonna work. I thought I'd get a PPC up there. And somehow her view is obstructed to here. I'm not sure how, but you know, whatever.
Here we go!
Still got the right torso.
When I shoot you, you'll take it and like it.
I love it when she says that. Alright, so now his right side is opened up.
On my way.
We're gonna try to go in and finish that off. And we went to the wrong side. That's
All
fine.
weapons are go.
We can disable
Reporting
him.
critical hit.
Alright. So instead, it looks like we're doing this. Another precision strike.
All weapons emitted.
And we're good. That
Enemy mech.
did a lot more than I thought it would for targeting leg.
Come in, Doctor.
A little busy. The pirates are dead. But so are half of my engineers. It's an unholy mess in here. Bodies everywhere.
Can you get the ship flying again? I need an update.
Look, do you want me to talk or do you want me to fix the damn ship? You do your job, I'll do mine.
That head injury is gonna not be good, but looks like we got another one. Here's that scorpion. Oh, it's got a few more guns than I thought it did.
Systems holding.
I hear ya.
What's that front armor looking like?
Special
It's
delivery!
toast.
Smoked 'em! Receiving you.
85 damage to sock him. I'll take that. And that'll let her cool down a bit.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Oh, there we go. And there's a Jenner. Now, supposedly there's two more
Enemy mech destroyed.
that I don't see anywhere.
Good to go.
So, I'm gonna use this time. There we go. You think that you're gonna steal my ship, you miserable little scrub. Nobody steals from Grim Sybil. I'm gonna carve you like a roasted pig. That's a big mech. Yeah, but it's in terrible condition. Concentrate your fire and you should be able to take it. I mean, she talks like a pirate.
Commander,
I
Receiving
really need
you.
to move people.
firing jump jets.
Like, what do we got them doing?
Waiting for orders. You betcha. Ready for orders.
See
Aye,
what
aye.
happens when I come here. Probably not the best of ideas, but Shadowhawk versus Shadowhawk.
Firing.
And total misses. Got a little damage on him, but not the gun I was hoping for. Oh. That's a big mech. It has a lot of guns.
Damn it! I'm wounded. Damage minimal.
And that's 2 people who took head injuries.
Standing by.
Oh boy, this is not a good idea. Alright. Pew pew. 1 into the arm. Alright. Shadowhawk. Alright. So all of mine get to move before the quick
I
draw.
hear ya.
So I'm gonna put as much hurt into it as I can. The PPC is the main thing I want to hit here, and maybe some missiles for stability damage. I really don't care too much about this medium laser hitting. Otherwise I might use the precision strike.
Got it.
So he's blocking my view, but I don't have a clear line of sight to him? I am confused.
Engaging jump jets.
And once again, I'm just gonna fire it all. Nice. We got the right side and some SRMs.
Critical damage detected.
Orders.
Okay, what's left on this thing? Got LRM-10 and 1 medium laser. It's not as big of a threat, so as long as I can keep it at a bit of range.
Jumping.
actually, I think I can hit this,
Everything I've got.
which most of it missed, so never mind. Alright.
Yes, Commander.
I'm gonna reserve again so he moves. And then I'm gonna try to take the Shadow Hawk out. I'll put some hurt on him because he doesn't have too much left. Or she doesn't have too much left. Or the better move to be just take it out. I think
Yes,
that's gonna be what I should actually do.
Lifting off.
I think Behemoth will do that. Maybe the cold shot will actually work.
This moon is mine! You can't...
Tango down.
Alright,
Ready for orders.
now we can go with the other plan. Alright, so if Decker moves here, he'll get a few blips. And then be able to...
Giving him everything I've got.
What? Oh, the stray ship shot hit this. Alright. I'm like, what did it exactly hit? That was a stray shot. But no, that's okay. Alright, and then this is his more deadly weapon there.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
So I think what that
What can I do
does
for ya?
is make it less accurate?
Got it. Uh-huh.
And there goes the PPC again.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Orders? On the move.
You know, he's even overheating, so...
Commander. Confirmed. Critical hit, Commander.
Alright, let's see if we can finish him off before his turn, which he didn't get because of this precision shot I did on him. Really? I only get 2 of them. Alright.
Good to go.
Alright, Glitch, you're up. I mean, it says it's blocked by Decker here, but still 80% chance to hit. Guess I'm taking the PPC off. And now this is not going to go well. Something's going to go wrong. I know it. No structure damage. I'm impressed.
Good to go. Got it. Engaging.
Still nothing. Okay. That's what I get for being careful.
Reporting internal damage.
Probably wasn't
Good
much.
to go.
We're gonna use this again. And go for this.
Aye, aye.
Well, we got it.
Target's taken a critical hit.
Now remember, our heat sinking ability is absolutely trashed right now. Because only sinking 65% of their normal. Will this upgrade things? Yes. Okay, we're gonna do it. Well, we got a leg. And torsos. Well, this... Killed by injury? Killed by injury. Get your lance to the Argo, Commander. I'm just about done. Alright, well. You heard the lady.
Don't need to tell me twice.
I copy.
It's done. I can't believe it. It really worked. The engines are online and I have thrust control. Go now. Celebrate later. Roger that. Hang on, Commander. For the first time in 2 centuries, this beast is going to fly.
Mission successful.
So we got 1.1 million for that. Quite a bit of rating. And we didn't even make pirates mad. I'll take that. Behemoth did get injured, so did Decker. You have a little bit of structure damage on the Shadowhawk, but nothing got broken, so that's just going to be a little bit of repair. I have a bunch of stuff I get too. Oh, that's a hard choice. So I can choose between having one of the quick draw parts, which it's not a very good mech, but it is a heavy. Or I can outright have another Shadowhawk, which is amazing to have outright. So I get to choose to have 3 items. I think I'm going to take the short term. Actually, it's not really a short-term thing. Yeah, they're all Shadowhawk 2Hs. So I'm going to take the Shadowhawk, because that's a pretty good mech. It has some pretty good weapons I can mount on it. And hope I get the quick draw, and if not, I'm not too worried about it. I got the quick draw anyway, and so I got 15 items. So I got a bunch of medium lasers, I got SRM4, I got more. I got enough stuff to put together a Locust, and I got a Jenner and Commando parts. That was a really good story mission, like they usually are. Yep, cutscene. So before the next episode, I'm going to have to hire a new Mechwarrior, I think, because I only have 1 to spare. And 2 got injured, and they take a few days, which you saw the travel for, to heal up, so... You've done excellent work, Commander Turner, and you've earned yourself an opportunity to do more. Meet your real client. I don't believe that she needs an introduction. I'm happy to see you, Miyasagi. or should I say, commander. You've done well for yourself. The old man would be pleased. If you don't remember her, Lady Kamea Arano. Must come as a shock to you seeing us here at LOA, seeing us at all. I do apologize for that. But I had to be sure that you were the Mechwarrior I remembered before I reached out to you. And now, with the Argo on its way to Learton for repairs, I know you are everything I remember and more. I can't believe you're standing here. The entire Reach is convinced that you're dead. She was dead, Lord Madeira, too. I'm sorry, Lady Arano, but the news feeds ran footage of your dropship getting blown out of the sky on a loop for months. That wasn't her dropship. The broadcasts of her death were Directorate propaganda, well-crafted lies to keep the masses in line. And with that, Kamea, I'll leave you to your reunion. Best of luck with negotiations, and keep me appraised of whatever decision you come to. Lady Centriella faces winks off the widescreen, and projection dies away. Lady Centriella was right about the propaganda, Miacity. My uncle's directorate is run on lies, though in this case they very nearly became true. The directorate's assassins pursued us into the frontier. For months following the coup, we had more than our share of close calls. Eventually, they gave up looking for us, and we've been living in exile ever since. Okay, you made off Madir, and you found me. Let's talk about why. I imagine you've already guessed, I intend to seek justice for my uncle's crimes. I intend to take back my throne, and I can't do it without you. We have resources, an army drawn from all across the frontier. Perhaps more importantly, we have the patronage of Lady Centrinella, and the tacit support of her government. That means money. A great deal of money. The Magistry is bankrolling you, huh? Unofficially, yes. Using Lady Centriella as an intermediary, the Magistry sees Kamea's claim to the throne as an asset worth paying for. They want to see the Directorate dealt with, but it isn't their interest to do it themselves. They'd prefer to keep their own hands clean. The Rimward periphery is a powder keg. Tensions run between the Taurian Concordant and the Federated Suns are high. My uncle's military posturing could be viewed as provocation by either side. If open conflict between superpowers were to erupt, it would be difficult for anyone to remain neutral. The Magistry wants to avoid getting dragged into a major war. In your house, Centriella's best hope of a clean solution. They'll fill your war chest, you remove the Directorate from the board. The Magistry lets tensions between the Federated Suns and the Taurian simmer down on their own. Am I reading the situation right? Correctly enough, Mr. Oliveira, but understand this isn't about just diffusing a dangerous situation. For me, taking on the Directorate is personal. My uncle betrayed me. Founding Council has been reduced to a handful of powerless figureheads. Our very identity has been cut away and discarded. House Espinosa is long overdue for a reckoning, and with your help, I will bring them one. Join me and we will not fail. Well, I don't necessarily like any of these, but I guess I'll go with this one. Your cause is honorable, Lady Arano. If the price is right, I think we can do business. Price, of course. Let's discuss compensation. Pledge yourselves to me and I will buy your company's debts. All of them. You'll be free to travel and seek clients as you please, so long as you come to me when I call. And on that day, I reclaim my throne. Your obligation to me will be forgiven, your debt wiped clean. Of course, you will also be paid for every battle you fight on our behest, a rate you will feel quite generous given the clientele you're accustomed to. Thanks to House Centrella, we have money to burn. I don't like the thought of being some noble's pawn, but I don't like being in a hawk to a bunch of sharks either. That sounds weird. This sounds a pretty good deal, boss. Just saying. Well, let's go make Massive Montgomery proud. He would be, in truth. I feel like he's smiling down on us, even now. I'll take my leave for now. I have an army to rally and preparations to make, but won't be long before I contact you again, and when I do, I'll need you ready. Prepare yourself and your company. Our war is about to begin. Lady Arano just bought up all of our debt. That means no more banks, restricting jump ship. We can travel to more systems, but we should still steer clear of major states. We don't want to look like we're going to cut and run. The Centurion 9 C9A. Good news. One stock Maraud and her crew just wrecked. They found the Centurion. Don't think that's the one I got the parts for. Oh, yeah, in its cargo hold. It's not equipped for combat yet, but with a little love and attention, I think we could return it to service. Swing by the mech bay and check it to order a refit.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Sturdy and reliable mech, the Centurion is good at both taking and giving a beating. 9A models are able to engage at any range, but their damage curve increases as they approach a target. We're gonna get rid of the Locust. Send to storage.
That mech you wanted is back online.
And then the Shadowhawk 2H we got. The Shadowhawk 2H is the perfect example of a jack of all trades. It supports weaponry of all ranges, has respectable speed and jump capability, and mounts decent armor. This comes at the cost of excelling at nothing in particular.
That mech you asked for. Cleared for fighting.
And then I guess we got a Locust 1S. The Locust 1S models tend to sacrifice the little armor they normally mount to fire respectable SRM, short-range missile salvos. Definitely useful for hit and runs, especially if those shots provide extra punch to knock a target down. I wonder if I can just outright replace... Nah, I'm gonna send the Javelin, that way we have 2 of the Shadowhawks. And then this can get sent to storage. Alright, so like I was saying, real quick, I'll just show you guys. Behemoth and Decker are out.
Commander?
Decker's gonna take 27 days. Behemoth is gonna take 20 days, so if I want to do any missions here or any close by missions, I'm probably gonna have to hire another Mechwarrior, refitting them and repairing them and all that, so you guys don't have to sit through extra time and things like that, and we can jump straight into more missions like either this stream or not stream, but last recording and this recording I don't quite remember right now, but yeah, just save us a little bit of time. And then I'll probably do experience and just tell you guys what I got for skills again, unless someone says otherwise. I'll probably do custom company seal and stuff like that too, now that I think about it. But just to let you know what all is going on, otherwise I think that is it. So thank you all very much again for watching. I hope you all are enjoying Battletech as much as I am. So hope you all had fun. Thank you very much again, and hope you all have a good one.